Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the November 13th Planning Commission. Can we get roll call, please?
Here.
Commissioner Rossner. Commissioner Halleck.
Present.
Commissioner Hayward.
Here.
Commissioner Donaldson.
Here.
Commissioner Burton.
Here.
Chairman Jackshaw.
Present. Item number 2, Pledge of Allegiance, please. We all stand up. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We should have a microphone right there so we can hear it. Okay, item number 3, we have a consent agenda. If anybody's looked at that and has any changes to it, if I can have a motion, please.
I move we accept the consent agenda as submitted.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Public comment number 4, anything that is not on the agenda, you have some few minutes to discuss that. City manager would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Planning Commissioners, I just want to update you and the public on 2 items. One, the housing element. We continue to make great progress on adopting a housing element before the end of the calendar year. A circumstance has turned up where we need to bring it to you for a recommendation to the City Council for adoption. The window for you to consider that is quite narrow, 1 day, and that's based on the end of the environmental review period, which is Friday, November 22nd. Through the end of Friday, November 22nd, we may receive comments on the environmental initial study. And Tuesday, November 26th, which is the council meeting where we hope the council will adopt the housing element. So with your permission, what we would like to do is have Karen reach out to you to check your availability for a special meeting the evening of Monday, November 25th. If it is the case that we haven't received comments that require additional staff work from the environmental review, and we received a letter, as we anticipate, from the State Housing and Community Development Department saying that the housing element is ready for adoption, then that special meeting on the 25th and your consideration of the final draft and recommendation to the council will allow us to move forward with the council meeting on the next night. So we'll work with you on that. And the second item is I left a flyer on each of your dais fronts there. The Habitat Conservation Plan, Joint Powers Authority is something that is being discussed at a workshop on November 20th, Wednesday, November 20th, from 9 to 12 p.m. At a community center in Seaside. This notice is on our website and in the kiosks, but I wanted to make sure you were aware of it. We are noticing it as a city council meeting so that our council members can attend and participate. If it's the pleasure of the commission, we can also notice it as a planning commission special meeting in the event that multiple planning commissioners would like to attend and be able to participate. It will be an all permittee meeting, which means there are 14 permittees in the HCP, and it'll be a moderated discussion by Kendall Flint, who's the person from FORA that is the consultant charged with working through this JPA, the Development of Joint Powers Authority. So that's there if you'd like, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Okay, any questions?
Yeah, a couple real quick. On the, when will we get a copy to see the housing plan? You said that we do this on Monday the 25th. Would it be after would it be like on Friday we get it and we'll do it Monday, or I just kind of get an idea?
Yeah, we can send that to you now.
Oh,
we have the final draft.
So what we have now is what you expect it to be.
Right. What we've shown you before as a final draft is what the state, we anticipate the state to send us a letter saying.
You don't anticipate any more changes to it? Good. Okay, good. So, second thing is, do you know, are they going to be videotaping this? Because I know I'm not going to be able to make it.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
Yeah, we can check into that.
I'm just curious. It might be very interesting to watch, especially if that means people involved, could be interesting, so.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
And our city council's already committed to going to this? Is that
I believe 3 out of 5 have
3 out of
committed so
5.
far, and I wouldn't be surprised if 1 or 2 more go.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to say anything under public comment? Okay, moving on to building report. Anybody have any questions on progress on that at all? I hear none. Moving on to old business. Again, there is none. Under new business, unfortunately, item A has been pulled. There wasn't any flagging done, and per ordinance, that has to be done to notify neighbors and so forth. So that item has been pulled. And moving on to number 8, I will pass this over to the vice chair. B, excuse me. It's tough with bifocals, 8 and B. I have to step down, so I will pass this on to vice chair.
Thanks, he told me he'd never miss a meeting.
Give him the gavel. Give him the hammer.
Okay, so we have item 7B, Jason and Mary Jane Johnson, Architectural Review 19-09. Project description, request architectural review to build a second-level deck on the existing roof of the living space at the west side of the single-family dwelling, including spiral staircase that is accessible from the backyard. Colors and materials to match existing. So we're supposed to make a decision on that. Georgia stepped down. Jason or Mary Jane or somebody want to come and speak to the project?
Hello again, neighbors. Jason Johnson. So you guys all have the plan that my new idea is to build a small observation deck on my roof, which has a flat spot in it. I don't know if you guys all got the pictures, but I got a big one in case you guys want to look at it. Kind of lends itself to that already. Would be a solution to my view issue on my end. So that's why I'm here. It's pretty simple construction, and hopefully you will approve it.
Okay. Back to the Planning Commission for any questions or clarification. Gary, you got anything?
So I'm sorry I missed you. I came by a couple times to take a look at it. I kind of peeked around and walk in the backyard, but from the driveway. So you're going to build it just into the existing roof, or is there going to be, exactly how's that going to happen?
It'll be on top of the existing roof. Actually, brought my contractor with me, Larry Rigo. He knows more about how it'll be constructed than I do, if you wanted to speak to it. I think we're talking about maybe taking the existing one off and putting new joists on there.
Okay.
And building a new platform.
That's what I was kind of wondering. I mean,
So it would be stronger. Maybe go in the opposite direction because there's 4 bearing walls underneath there. Like it's a laundry room underneath, and there's 4, there's strong walls there. So if the joist went the opposite direction, we could put a strong roof on top there. So that's kind of the plan.
okay. And you have to move your satellite dish to the other side.
Second,
Yeah.
the satellite dish.
Yeah.
Get rid of that company anyway.
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna get rid of that company anyway.
Okay.
So and then there would be where the, I don't know if you got the picture with the storyboard on there, but it'd be a 3'6" railing there, and I hopefully do it in glass so you can see through it. I have a photo of the storyboard, you can kind of get an idea. And then here's the other one, the larger picture than the one.
Okay, that was,
So all's well with your neighbor?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, she's here.
Yeah, she's here. Yeah, I think this is a solution probably to our problem, so.
That's it. My question.
Just one question. So the access to the deck is from the exterior only?
From the exterior only, it'll be a spiral staircase at the rear of the, on the concrete pad that's outside the living room.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Johnson. I actually had the opportunity to visit the property yesterday, not too invasively, but from an architectural review perspective, the project is practically invisible from the street side. I do like the idea that you mentioned it will be a glass railing surround, which makes it practically invisible to any neighboring houses from their perspective, which leads me to the next, just a couple brief answers to a couple questions. How do your surrounding neighbors feel about it? And you just used the words view issues, and I'd like to know if you could elaborate on that.
How do my neighbors feel? I don't know. I haven't really talked to any of them, but,
Okay.
Because I don't think anybody can see it. I don't know what, maybe Val has a comment on it. She would probably be the only one that would actually see it, because I walked around too, and you can't see it from anywhere in the road or anything, because it's kind of hidden, actually.
And the increased elevation will certainly provide a much better view of the canyon and peninsula
Over her
and sunset.
structure, yeah, that she's building, so.
Great.
You know, and that's, you know, that's kind of my solution to regaining my view.
Hence the view issues.
Right.
Right. Well, that answers my question. Thanks. Looks like a great project. Good luck to you and your happy home.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The only question I have is, you know, what she sees, you know, what you see of hers and of her backyard, and are you okay with it?
I can speak to that.
Okay, sure, yeah, we're gonna have a public comment next anyway, so.
Good evening, Valerie Batista, 888 Portola Drive. You saw me a few weeks ago. Actually, where the structure is they're uphill from me, and I'm downhill. So when I'm looking at where the deck is, they'll have a panoramic view, and also of my backyard, and possibly my kitchen window. However, if this resolves the issue regarding my improvements, they have my full support. And I'm also hoping that this project being approved will also ameliorate any other issues they have in terms of me moving forward on my project. So that's basically, I just wanted to go on record saying that I'm in support of this as a solution to the issue. That's what they mean by the view issues. So.
Great, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Any other comments from the audience? No? Okay.
Do you have a comment about what your neighbor just said? I'm curious to what you're thinking.
No, that's fine with me. Yeah.
An outbreak of civility. Call the paper. Let's put it in Herald.
Right.
The pine cone.
Double.
Okay, so we'll close public comment. Thank you, Jason. Any discussion?
I think it's a great solution from both sides. And the two parties are happy. I don't see why we shouldn't be happy either.
Jeremy?
Just to concur, I find it a positive that the neighbors are resolving their former issues, and that there's a copacetic effort to find such resolution, and that's all. All sounds great.
Thank you.
Thank you for both of our fellow residents for working through it, thinking through it, and that's why Delray Oaks is Delray Oaks. That's why we like our little place. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, well done working through it. My only potential concern is, I don't know if you've spoken to your neighbor up the hill from you, but what I would hate to see is an escalation of elevation as it goes up the hill. So, you know, yeah, as you're looking at your house, the left, yeah, the left side, your other neighbor.
She basically had no view of my house at all from the wooden structure there.
It appeared as though from it's looking around, peeking around the corner from the driveway, that looks like most of that's going to be on the other side of the existing roof line.
Right.
I don't think she's going to be able to really see it.
And that's all the comment I had.
All I can say is thank you for working that out. That's awesome. Wish more stuff like that could happen in this world. Anyway, okay. I'd like to entertain a motion.
Sure. Make a motion, we accept ARC number 19-09 as submitted.
Second.
Any further discussion? No? Call for a vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Thank you. You have 25-day appeal period, so 20 days, sorry. So if you start sooner, you go at your own risk, but it sounds like there should be a problem. Thank you. You get George back now.
Thank you, Mike. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have item number 8. Any announcements or comments from commissioners? Start down here to my left. Doug? Anything?
We're on the special meetings, right?
Yes, special meeting. Scott?
Nothing.
Not tonight, no, thanks.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope. If anybody has any young ones or knows anybody in your street, please bring them down to Santa's Workshop. It's always been a great success. Everybody really likes it. I want to thank everybody who has shown up, but it's nice to know that people are interested in what's happening in our little city. It's always nice to see that. Next meeting is December 11th. Hope to see everybody here. Meeting adjourned.